Welcome back to Jay's Stories. Ada had just finished secondary school and gained admission into a prominent university in the country. While waiting to resume at the university, she worked at a small restaurant close to her house in Lagos. She was a happy and kind girl, did her work well, and always smiled at customers and colleagues.
Here you go, sir. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hi there. Ready for your order? Here you go. Enjoy. Have a great day.
Today was her last day at the restaurant and she was very excited. She laughed with her co-workers and counted down the hours, ready to start a new chapter of her life.
Hey, today is my last day. I'm leaving for university.
Really? We'll miss you.
I'll miss you all too.
But as evening came and the sky grew dark, Ada was smiling, not knowing that this night would haunt her for a very long time.
The evening started like every other one. Ada attended to customers, cleaned tables, and laughed with her colleagues. Since it was her last day, they agreed she would lock up the restaurant and return the key the next morning to see them one last time before leaving for the university.
Hey, I'm heading out. You lock up after the last guests.
Okay.
They all left and she was the last employee remaining in the building. After serving one of the last guests, Ada noticed someone standing outside in the dark. The figure in the shadows looked sketchy. She felt uneasy but ignored it, thinking he was just deciding whether to come into the restaurant or not. They had some customers like that sometimes. Soon, an unkempt man walked in with a strange smile. Ada greeted him politely and took his order. It was a large order.
I want jollof rice, chip pie, scotch chicken pie, sausage ice cream, and everything on the menu.
The restaurant closes in 20 minutes. You are the last customer.
The restaurant was closing in 20 minutes and she was the only staff remaining. There was no way she could handle it alone.
The cook has gone home, so I can only offer rice, chicken, and meat pie. Shall I pack that?
What nonsense! Give me what you have now!
When she informed him of this, he became angry. He shouted at her rudely and started banging on the tables, attracting the attention of the remaining customers. Feeling nervous, Ada quickly packed what was available. He snatched it from her hands and ran out without paying. Ada felt sad. This will be deducted from my final salary, she thought. But because she had been so happy all day, she tried to forget about it and think of her fresh start as an undergraduate at her dream university. She finished cleaning the tables, swept and mopped the floors, arranged the chairs and napkins, then switched off the lights, locked the doors, and stepped out into the late night. As she turned around, her heart nearly stopped. He was standing right behind her. Before she could react, he grabbed her and tried to drag her away from the empty car park. Ada screamed for help, struggling with all her strength. The street was quiet. The car park was dark. The roads were lonely. She was all alone. She kept on screaming and trying to free herself from his grasp. Suddenly, a car screeched to a stop. It was her colleague who had returned because he forgot his phone. He saw the scene before him. He jumped out of his car and shouted, "Get your hands off her now!" He ran up to Ada to try and save her. The man dragging her panicked, let her go and ran away immediately. Then her colleague called the security men in charge of guarding that area. The security men soon arrived and their statements were taken.
You were lucky your colleague saved you. This criminal is a wanted person.
They said they had been patrolling the next street, so they had no idea what was happening there. Ada was shaking but grateful. If her colleague had not come back, only God knows what that monster had in mind to do to her. Later that night, after treating her minor injuries, she turned on the TV. To her shock and greatest relief, the man had been arrested. He was a wanted criminal and had been on the run for attacking 7 women who ended up found badly bruised on the road and had to be hospitalized. The news outlets did not give any further details on the victims of his attack. Ada would have been the 8th woman. Tears filled her eyes as she thanked God for saving her life. She quickly ran to the police station to get more information. The next morning, she left for university, grateful for a fresh start.
New beginnings.
Though she knew she would not forget the darkness of that night in a hurry. She eventually joined a women advocacy group as a way of supporting women who had gone through similar traumatic situations. Instead of letting that event silence her, she used her story to empower women into ensuring they are aware of their surroundings and are equipped with self-defense tools and techniques.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your loved ones. Till our next story.